Hi guys, this is Cocoy Ventura and welcome to Koy's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making something healthy. We're making pako salad with bagoong, kamatis, at kalamansi. This is your pako, or we call this river ferns. They grow abundantly along riverbanks. So what we're going to do, we're going to blanch this real quick, but we're going to cut it up. So tatalbusan natin to, tatanggalin natin itong mga tangkay na malalambot, and we're gonna shave off the other leaves in there. But to start, let's boil some water. Make sure it's really high. It's boiling really well. This is just about 2 cups of water. So we're just gonna let it hang out and boil away. This has been washed initially. Ito po yung nahugasan na. So I'm just gonna undo this binding here. So if you notice, I have 2 bowls in front of me. So I always like to work and cleaning along at the same time. Because later on, it will save you a lot of trouble from cleaning up. So you just essentially cut off the soft parts like so. So this will be the basin for the good leaves, and this will be the trash, okay? So like so, and using a sharp paring knife, you just slide it off like so, okay? Because if you're just gonna pick out the top part, you're gonna waste quite a bit of the edible leaves. So you can do it 2 at a time even, so like so, okay? You want something local, Filipino, something that would remind you of the rice field paddies, you know, your lolos and lolas from the barrio, from the province. This is a good dish to cook. Let me show you another way of preparing this. If you feel like you want to do this as quickly as possible, if you don't want to sort through one by one, just get a bunch like this. Use a really sharp paring knife and cut the top like so. Just the tender pieces, okay? And just work your way around the edges so you can get those tender leaves out. You don't have to do it on everything, but there you go. So at this point, we're going to blanch the ferns. And as I've mentioned earlier, some people, if we see this in restaurants sometimes, it has a darker color. It has something to do with the water, the kind of water that you use for blanching. But the really cool trick I've learned at Via Escudero is they put baking soda in the boiling water, in the blanching water, a little bit of salt and baking soda. So that's what I'm gonna do now, just a little bit of salt in the boiling water, like so. I'm gonna put about half a teaspoon of baking soda and just stir that in. Once that's done, let's put the ferns in, stir it in, and as you can see, the colors would instantaneously change, and it will give you that bright green color. And when that happens, you pull it out right away. That's good to go. Turn this off. Let's blanch away. If you want this, if you're not going to use this later, if you're going to use this a little later, it's best to put it over ice water, in the ice water to plunge it. Otherwise, if you're going to prepare it right away, you don't have to. Warm is fine. So this is your finished blanched fern tips. And kung ikukumpara natin sa fresh ones, just look how vibrant the color is. So it's enhanced, it's really, really beautiful. So it is very inviting, it's really crunchy, just don't overcook it. You see, as soon as you drop it in really hot water, you have to pull it out instantaneously. But the baking soda really helps. As you can see, it brightens it up more. So at this point, we're just gonna dress it. We're gonna start with tomatoes, okay? Just dice it, medium dice, and that's good to go. So in this recipe, we're doing 2 tomatoes. So 2 tomatoes per 1 bunch of the fern, but really it's your call. The more fern, the merrier, okay? Next is we're gonna be chopping up at least siguro a quarter, you know, kaunti lang na red onions. It will give you the punch, you know, konting anghang, freshness, and also just to let you know you're eating a salad. So we're just gonna dice this, not too fine, but just medium, okay? And then we're gonna put in some sauteed, well, not sauteed, but it's cooked. It's like almost like a conserve of bagoong alamang. Bagoong alamang is basically fish, shrimp fries that's been fermented in salt. Just gonna spoon a little bit on top. You can serve this as a side dish with grilled fish or fried fish, pork chops, whatever really. So we're just gonna finish this with couple calamansi. We're gonna juice it. So I'm gonna use this bagoong teaspoon, kind of like catch the seeds of the calamansi. And maybe 1 calamansi for garnish in the center. You know, little garnish goes a long way. So this is just your standard calamansi, but instead of cutting it straight through, again, this is a Villa Escudero signature cutting of calamansi tops. So essentially, we're gonna make a little star at the top, and you can do that. We can achieve that by doing this. So using a very sharp paring knife, you make kind of like a wedge. Parang nilagyan mo ng palakol dyan sa gitna, no? And then we're gonna make a cross, like so. Okay, so there you have it. And then you put it right there in the center.